Welcome back to more Sonic Adventure 2. I'm here with the Ice of Fire, and we're starting off with letting you all know that I was recording my audio for this episode, but not the video footage, so this is actually a do-over. And for the sake of keeping up properly with the cutscenes for when I play the story mode, I had to actually delete my file and play from the very beginning. But thankfully it didn't take too long. So let's get right back to it, shall we? Yeah, I've decided to do something a bit different here. We're switching it to Japanese voices. Now, the lighter English localization, you could notice, we actually have proper lip syncing this time. Well, it may as well be that I got a do-over, because, let me tell you, I failed miserably in this fight. So let's actually do it without dying this time. And a record time even. Record time by comparison anyway. So as I was mentioning in the failed recording is that the thing about localizing something, you really need to take into account that different languages, Asian ones and Western ones especially, as far as I've noticed anyway, when it comes to Japanese, at least, there's a kind of a different way of talking. So, when you translate, you might want to avoid directly translating all the time. And try to figure out for when it's appropriate to add a little bit of flair, you know. Because I think if you directly translate it all the time, it will just be outright boring, because you will start to notice that, well, English speakers don't actually speak like this, and if it was the other way around, you might even argue that the Japanese speakers don't really speak like this. Depends on each character for sure, but yeah. So back here into the Green Forest we go. As I was also saying, you get about 8 minutes to escape this place. But don't worry, 8 minutes is very, very lenient. Like, you have to be really, really bad in order to let that timer run out while trying to get out of here anyway. I don't think you should be able to fail in that regard then. So right on over here, we find the Ancient Light, which is the return of the light attack from Sonic Adventure 1. Charge up energy, like this. Then simply release the button, nearby enemies, and Sonic will home in on them automatically, killing every last one of them. Every last one of them! Not really all that useful, I don't think, because in order for you to use that thing, you have to stop up and charge up. Which is something you might not want to do when playing, when you gotta go fast, you know. Not only that, you can't run while charged up. You have to only walk. There's a Chao key right there, let's just pick it up because why not? Get a little room to breathe when we're done here. So as for why I chose it Japanese, one of the reasons anyway, is that I know enough English, man. So I might as well try to pick up on some more Japanese, should I get the chance to. And I suppose that's one of the things I want to mention when it comes to, well, let's be completely honest. Japanese VTubers, you know, the female ones especially, have picked up a lot of popularity. Especially among the Western audience. The Western audience. But of course you do notice a lot of people take for granted that people all across the world, at the very least the first world countries, have a pretty deep understanding or decent comprehension of English, when that's really isn't the case at all. There aren't really that many Japanese people who understand English all that well anyway. Or at the very least they haven't had much practice using it. So there are lots of people who try to communicate with these Japanese VTubers with English. And it can be really difficult in a lot of cases. So I'm honestly trying to encourage people to learn Japanese, because when you surround yourself with a lot of media from a foreign language, well, to me at the very least, it just seems natural to pick up on it and try to learn some of it. Because my Japanese is actually mostly self-taught. You know, it started with anime, then I bought a textbook, tried to learn some basic grammar, and eventually I was able to distinguish the words when watching anime and sentences. But anyway, welcome to Pumpkin Hill, Knuckles' next stage. A bit bigger than the previous one for sure. And because we have reached this, and because we have reached this stage, I would like to bring up a VTuber I have been following for a while now, from Hololive. And her name is Koseki Bijo. Her character model is pretty much the same type as Gargura, you know, small, cute, with a... how do you say, let's just call it the cute voice. But yeah, Gargura is actually the most popular VTuber ever on the internet. But the deal breaker when it comes to actually following her, for me anyway, is that she doesn't really seem to finish the games she plays. She treats them as one-offs and only a few episodes, and then she moves on to the next. Which is really unfortunate in my opinion. Whereas Koseki Bijo does finish the games she plays, which is why I'm following her. And when she played Sonic Adventure 2 for her channel and reached this stage, as a nice fan service gift she did, she actually rapped along to this music in the... Oh, I read the same hint again by accident, I think. Shady place. Did I actually pass by the radar a few times I didn't notice? I don't think I like the layout for this emerald, so these emerald pieces. So we're going to restart and reshuffle, I think. Hopefully. I'm good at this game, I swear! Yeah, they seriously did not have to. But they did write background music with lyrics for this one. I do appreciate it, actually. But it really does. But yeah, it does depend on the stage and type of game, obviously. Because background music with lyrics definitely bring a different kind of atmosphere to the table. Got the perfect score this time, good. And the radar isn't going off anymore for this spot, so we're gonna move on to the next, I believe. So yeah, even if the radar is gimped, you can actually make up for it if the stage isn't all that big, and you're able to zip from one spot to the next really quickly. Which is one of the reasons those rockets are there, if you did not notice. And which is why some springs are placed around on occasion. We're getting close. She'll be up here. And almost always placed around just to confirm what kind of area you're in case you make use of the monster hints. Because the thing is, which is also the deal with these monster hints. They give you hints which require you to be familiar with the stage in the first place. So they might point to an area which you haven't been yet. And by the time you find that area, you may have wasted a lot of time trying to find it. Being just as lost, essentially. Like, why? They are completely useless, especially when they are going to deduct points like that. So yeah, if you care about once again, if you care about the A ranks and all emblems, they are useless. Do not make use of them. Even if you aren't making use of, even if you aren't going for the A ranks, you're probably better off without them, I think. Where is it? Oh. Even the non-hazardous part hurts you. Great game design. Is there a way to go below or something? I think we're gonna have to dig, right? Somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Nope. Or maybe it's on the tracks. This exclamation mark is supposed to signal that you're right next to one, but sometimes it's not all that easy to distinguish. Got an A rank this time, and like last time when I got a B. I have redeemed myself, Father. Now will you please let me have one more grain of rice for dinner? As in 2 or 3 maybe? So what exactly do we know about Eggman so far? He first appeared when he was trying to snatch away the Master Emerald. And the next time we see him, he has a giant planetary-like satellite cannon and giving Earth and all of its people an ultimatum. Which may make you think, what the hell is going on? Why is the plot moving along so quickly? Well, that's the thing with the split story paths. You gotta play all of them in order to understand the whole picture. But I think the game after Sonic Heroes may have taken that a bit... a tad bit too far, yeah, you know. A quick reminder that Sonic and his friends are 15, 8 and 12 years old. And the cops are already after him like hard-boiled criminals. Man, what happened to this world? It's going crazy, man. So, yeah, they said fighter jets even. To go after an 8-year-old fox boy. We are going to soon see why Stacia Squares absolutely lost their mind right now. And why we should really question about defending this place. What is that wanted poster? 1 million what? American dollars or Japanese yen? I mean, let's just forget the fact that the Tails saved the entire place from a nuke launched by Eggman. Given that it was actually a dud, which is why he was able to stop him, but anyway. Yeah, this whole city owes him their lives. And this is how they repay him. No due process, no chance to defend himself, no. Arrest the fucker because he helped a blue hedgehog. Because once again, they were too afraid to be called racist. To go after a black one. Then again, blue is also a color which belongs to a certain rainbow flag. Whatever it's supposed to represent there, yeah, you know. I mean, even after the world is about to change, hopefully for the better this time, the beginning of 2025 has indeed been rough. Speaking of rough, oh man. Oh, they're all are like, keep your politics out of my Let's Play, please. But yeah, in my defense, when there are suddenly two great wars occurring, it is kind of difficult to not pay attention to what is going on. Because I want answers, damn it! But yeah, this world is absolutely crazy, man. And I think they are kind of self-aware of it too. Which is a plus, I suppose. Because there are times where they do something so batshit insane in fiction. Yet they somehow want to subtly yet obviously make it apparent to the viewers that yeah, we know this is wild, but we're gonna do it anyway. Sagely advised, Omochao. So a bit of Japanese knowledge here. Omocha means toy. So combining the word for toy and chow, we get Omachao. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. But yeah, so I forgot whether it was in this recording session or the failed one, where I mentioned that people should honestly try to pick up on Japanese if they surround themselves with a lot of Japanese media. Whether it be VTubing, anime and manga, or the like. Because I gotta say, Japanese is actually a pretty easy language to pick up on. Well, grammatically anyway. Japanese grammar is very consistent with only a few exceptions. It is very easy to, like I said, learn and pick up. As for the words, however, things might become a bit complicated. Well, a bit is very much an understatement when it comes to Chinese letters. The Japanese ones, very easy to learn. They all fit on a sheet of paper, or two. And that is basically what kids learn. The adults in Japan, or the noble even, they are the ones who learn the kanji. The ones which need a thick-ass dictionary to fit. So yeah, in short, if you're surrounding yourself with a lot of Japanese media, try to learn some Japanese. I think you will find it to be very fun, actually. Aquatic Mine. We're gonna search underwater this time around. Unlike Sonic, I'll chuckle. And also unlike him, I do not fucking drown. Sorry. But yeah, Knuckles can swim. Hold the B button to dive. Jump with the A button to ascend much quicker. Yeah, here we go. So, there are 3 water levels to contend with. Right now, the water level is at max. To completely empty the mine, you want to go to the top and activate switch number 3. Now what this does is that there are some platforms which will then descend or float, and as such either close or open up paths. And you are not allowed to dig while underwater. So if there's an emerald piece hidden underground, but the area is submerged, well, you gotta drain the water. We're off to a great start. I have absolutely no idea where this emerald piece could be. You know, I think I'm going to restart and refresh the area. There we go. I like the sound of that, so we're gonna check the top floor first. It might be up here. Or... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I may be just as lost. Okay, let's go to where it was yellow, dive into the water. Yep, okay. I might be just as lost. Because I don't think... no... oh, there it is. Of course it is. I think you will get a perfect score if you manage to find an emerald piece in less than 1 minute without using radar hints. Okay, the emerald piece is somewhere around here. Yes, I think it's inside one of those tunnels. Touch the air bubble right there, and you will replenish your oxygen reserves. Because that's physics. Which some people do not understand, apparently. It's like one of those first tests that the physics teachers give everyone on their first day as physics students. Here I'm holding a hammer. Which do you think will hit the table first when I drop it? The heavy head or the lighter handle? And in case you did not know the answer to that, the fact of the matter is they both will hit the ground at the same time. Because, did you ever find it peculiar that, when you say, like, drop an ant, they fall so fast, even though they are really small and really light? Well, that's because the Earth's gravity affects all objects, well, solid objects anyway. With the same... no, all objects, period, actually. With the same force of acceleration. Physics is really one of those subjects which I highly respect and I am fascinated by. But it is also not something I like enough to make a career out of. Okay, that should be here somewhere. There we go. But I think that about does it for this episode of Sonic Adventure 2. So I will see you next time. And pay attention to the recording button next time, please.